Hey eBayers, it's Suzanne A. Wells, and I am back with another supersized eBay sales video showing items that sold for $100 or more, sold by sellers just like you. You may have noticed my absence on YouTube in the last few weeks, and I have been doing some traveling, visiting family and friends, and also working on a big project, my premium content library. These are my premium videos and other content that will help you grow your eBay business, all put on one platform that's easy to access. And I just want to show you real quick what's in here. We've got different courses on how to buy things for resale, selling collectibles, consumables, frequently asked questions, international selling, research, SEO, which is a big topic, search engine optimization, how to get your listings higher in search, what to sell, women's clothing, and materials, which include all kind of things that you can print out or just save to your computer or just access whenever you want to. These are charts and forms, business plan, how to respond to common customer issues on eBay, worksheets, flowcharts, all kind of great things that will definitely help you with your business. So if you have not checked this out, please do. I will continue to build on this as we go forward. So there's going to be a lot of information here for you at your fingertips. And also, I am your personal help desk. So as long as you're a member, you have access to me through email whenever you have a problem, question, customer situation, issue that you need help with, and you want an experienced person to ask. So we are going to be looking at June of this year. I always give time for the actual thread to be built and get a lot of comments on it, so we'll have lots of things to look at. So our first item is by Jody Clark, who found these great Gucci loafers for $6.99 at Goodwill and sold on a 10-day auction for $162.50 plus $12.95 shipping. So let's take a look at these. Okay, here they are. She said this was an auction. And were there anything special? Let's see, they weren't a wide or narrow width. I think D is a regular width in men's shoes. Yeah, that's a medium. So they might have gone for more if they had been narrow or wide. So you always want to look for those when you're out looking for shoes. But here they are, a nice looking pair of black leather shoes. She's got horse bit in her title because that's what these metallic embellishments are, in the shape of a horse bit. However, I don't know that someone would actually search for that, but she's got the brand, gender, color, material, size. Made in Italy always helps because that indicates a higher quality item. So good sale on that one. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. Okay, we've got Jessica, who sold a Lord of the Rings video game set. It's one video game. And let's go look at her listing here. Sold it for $200. And what'd she say she paid for it? My husband and I are members of a Facebook trading group. He traded 5 to 6 higher end video games for about $20 in beer. One of these games sold for $200 Canadian, about $150 US, listed for 1 week. So this was a $20 investment and it sold for $200 Canadian. It is Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle Earth Anthology, complete with keys. So if you are a video game person, you will know what that means. And this was a fixed price. And let's see, shipping, she did charge shipping on that. So 20 bucks turned into 200. Okay, then we've got Jody again with another pair of Gucci loafers. Found the same Gucci loafers for the same price of $6.99 at Goodwill and sold on a 10-day auction of $158.50. Okay, so here is the same pair again. A different pair, but same style. Apparently the person that donated them must have had two pairs. And she got 12 bids on this one, $12.95 shipping, and she paid $6.99 for these shoes. So basically, $14 investment plus her time netted her about $300. And that's the way you want to do eBay. Okay, next we've got Michelle, who bought this beauty for $2.50 from another seller that was downsizing in March. Sold it last week for $119.99. Let's take a look at what this is. This is original Millie of New York, size 6 poplin wrap cotton pleated white dress women's. She's got all her keywords in there and has used up most of that space, which is great. And she actually was very honest in her abbreviated condition up here that says, "I'm not sure if it was ever worn. Plastic protector is still on 2 buttons. See photos, no holes." And let's take a look at this and see what that tag looks like, because I like to know what the tags look like so I can be aware of them when I'm out looking through clothes. So it says an original Millie of New York. This looks like a very niche boutique brand. And it's a wrap dress. It's cotton. She's got her description here with her measurements. Very important with clothing. You put those measurements not for search, but for buyer retention and opportunities. Meaning, if you've got the measurements and the buyer wants measurements, they're already there, they don't have to ask you. A lot of people aren't going to ask. They're not going to take the time out and ask because they don't want to have to wait for an answer. So it's always best to spoon feed your buyers as much information as possible up front so that it's there. People are in a hurry. They don't want to wait for an answer. They don't want to have to message you. Unfortunately, a lot of sellers out there over the years have given eBay a bad reputation about you don't get quick answers. So make sure you get those measurements in those listings on clothing. And anything else that you can anticipate a buyer might reasonably ask about the item. So she took, let's see, it was $2.50, bought it from another seller who was downsizing, and sold it for $119. Congratulations, great sale. Now we've got Mia Black Robinson, who paid $8 for this item and sold it for $275. Wow, we need to start a new category for items that have sold over $200 because we're getting really high prices on some of these things. This was a Tory Burch rosemary stripe beaded tweed boucle fringe sheath dress. It's got all her keywords in there. This was new with tag. So those of you that have heard rumors circulating that eBay is dead or that you can't make money on eBay, please don't listen to that. Just come to my channel and watch the Money Making Mondays or the $100 threads, and you'll see that that's just not true. There's lots of people making good money with eBay. It's all about how you set your business up and being consistent and persistent, and just understanding this is something that takes a while to happen. Mia has been on eBay a long time, and she's been in my group a long time. So anyway, again, she paid $8 and sold that for $275. And again, let me mention that eBay is, when you put your listing links here in these threads, it's going to active listings that match the keywords in the old listings. So it's kind of a convoluted process. You have to go to the listing and then click on See Original Listing. You'll notice a lot of these people are saying that eBay shows similar items, but you just have to dig a little deeper to find the actual listing. Okay, Linda paid $9.49 at Savers for this pair of Oakley Major League Baseball Detroit Tiger sunglasses. Sold for $100 in 3 weeks. So $9 turned into $111.11. She's got some good mojo going on all those ones in a row like that. So yeah, wow, $100 for a pair of sunglasses. And looks like these were just buy it now. No, not an auction. She did free shipping, which makes sense on something this lightweight. But these are Oakley sunglasses that she bought for $9 and sold for $111. Okay, the next item is Lisa, who paid $4.99 at a unique thrift store and sold them for $150 in 2 days to a buyer with no feedback. I had best offer activated, but they chose not to send an offer. They paid the shipping cost too. They did ask a couple of questions about the skates, which I answered immediately, and shortly thereafter they sold. I really thought they would come back with an offer, but was thrilled when they purchased at full asking price. Okay, before we look at the listing, this was done in June. Okay, ice skates sold in June. So any of you out there listening that are newer or think that items have to sell in a certain season, they absolutely do not. If you have it, get it listed. It could sell at any time. And this is proof. Who would think that ice skates would sell in June? So let's take a look at her listing. Here it is. Rydell Silver Star Coronation Ace Blade Figure Skates 5.5 Wilson Sheffield. I think she's talking about the blades. Very nice picture. Great condition. These are beautiful. These are very expensive. Some of these ice skates retail for like $300. It had a few scratches on them, but still looked pretty good. And there is the logo there. Really a lot of good pictures here. Perfect. These sold for $150 with $12.15 shipping. And there's her description. So the takeaway on this one is it does not matter what season an item is, get your items listed. And I really just want to put a challenge out there to all of you listening. If you've got these death piles or whatever you want to call them, piles of stuff that you've bought, I challenge you to put yourself on inventory lockdown right now, starting right now, and don't buy anything until you get all that stuff listed. Today is August the 8th. We're going to be getting into fourth quarter before you know it, and you will regret not having this stuff listed because fourth quarter is when a lot of buying happens and everything picks up, and you want to be stocked up and ready for when buyers start hitting eBay again for back to school, holiday stuff, vacation stuff, all those things people spend money on in fourth quarter. You're going to regret having that big old pile of stuff sitting there that isn't selling because it's not listed. So you've really got to discipline yourself, and let's do a listing challenge right now. So if you've got stuff that you have paid money for, that's just money sitting there that cannot work for you if it's not listed. So I've got a link above to a couple of some videos that will help you discipline yourself and get in the mode of listing. You've got to be like the little red hen. You've got to just do your work, get it done. Don't worry about what other people are doing, and you will be glad later that you did it because you'll see the rewards of your labor later. It may not happen right away, but fourth quarter is coming and you want to be ready. Okay, so that's my speech on that. So we've got KC, who did ask me about posting this, and I said, yes, go for it. So, KC is such an inspiration. He finds all kind of cool stuff. He got this free. Sold for $2,500 with best offer. Original was $3,500 on the listing. Believe it or not, this Lego sale was second highest on eBay for current sold results. So he buys and sells Legos almost every time I see it. Let me correct myself. Lego. There's really no S at the end of it. Lego people will correct me on that, so I want to correct myself. I always pull out the Star Wars minifigures. This is after 3 summers of hoarding. All the Legos are mostly long gone and these guys remained. It was time to sell, and believe it or not, they went to a resale seller, so there is even more value here. I hoard a few different items. Any Apple item, mouse, keyboards, chargers, cords, and Disney DVDs. Someday I'm going to post the nearly a full Disney catalog. So don't ever overlook toys and always buy Lego minifigs whenever possible. Ha. Feel free to send me all your Lego related questions. Well, Casey, I'm still waiting for you to let me know when we're going to do an interview. So we're going to have you on really soon. So let's take a look at his listing. Here it is. Lego Star Wars minifigures lot 500 plus complete, 5 pounds parts, blasters, sabers, etc. And he said he took an offer of 2,500, and this is, these collectors, they will pay money, big money for stuff. And I guarantee Casey does not have to worry about a return on this item. Whoever bought this wants to keep it. And that's the direction you need to go on your eBay business. If you're getting a lot of returns, it might be what you're selling. Try things that people want to keep, not things that they rent or want to return, like designer handbags, formal wear, bridesmaids dresses, prom dresses, stuff like that are high return items. You want to stick with things that people want to keep. So again, he sold that lot of Star Wars Lego minifigs and got $2,500 for it. Okay, Sharon paid $4 including shipping. Oh, sorry, including shipping got $112. Shipping was about $25. Okay, this is a large Dollcraft plush teddy bear brown tan 50-inch vintage made in Scotland stuffed animal. Got all her keywords on there. Sold for $80. And they also paid shipping of 20, well, whatever they paid. This is showing shipping to me. I think you're down there near my mom. Palm Bay, I think, is near Port St. Lucie, where my mom lives, Sharon. And there's her description. She's got her 60-day returns on there, which anything 30 days or higher is going to help you place higher in search. I don't even think eBay allows anything less than 30 days anymore. So if you do not have a return policy on your listings, you should, simply because it helps you place higher in search. Your items will be seen more and therefore you'll sell more stuff. Okay, so that was $4 and she sold it for $112. Okay, this is a big sale. Cass Goulding found this iRobot Scuba at Goodwill for $32 about 2 months ago. Sold it for $799.99. So you just don't know what people are going to donate. Who knows why this got donated? Maybe these people that had it just are well off and they, money comes easy to them and they didn't like this and they donated it. Could have been somebody passed away and they just cleaned out their house. It could have been, any number of things. A lot of stuff gets donated during nasty divorces. So one of the spouses will clean out stuff and get rid of it, in the midst of divorces. So that does happen. So anyway, this is an iRobot, one of these little vacuum things that are motorized. I think that's what this is. Floor scrubbing robot. Yep. So if you are an electronics person, or even if not, look for these. Another one is the Roomba, but this is kind of like that. It's called the iRobot Scuba. So it scrubs your floors. And this was $32 and it was turned into $800. So that is what keeps us going on eBay. And these are, guys, these are just real people like you. Just out there hustling it, working their business, being consistent. And this just shows you the opportunity that's available to anyone who wants to do this. Do not listen to those people that say eBay is dead, you can't make money on eBay. It all depends on what you put into it. All right, Lisa, $3.99. This Arc'teryx jacket sold for $275, best offer in 10 days. And here it is. Are we sure this is the right one? Yes. $300.98. Arc'teryx Theta AR Gore-Tex Pro Jacket, men's extra large brown. So let's take a look at that logo real quick. And there looks like some kind of, is that mountains? Not sure what that's supposed to be. Well, it's a funky looking logo. It looks like a skeleton almost. Anyway, Arc'teryx is the brand, and she paid $3.99 and it sold for $275 best offer. Okay, and again, Lisa had a good week. These vintage type A jeans were bought for $6, sold for $550 after a few auction relistings. So you got to hang in there, you got to keep going. And here they are. Rare 60s Levi's 501 Type A Big E vintage 2625 by 2625 red line selvage. She's got a lot of good keywords in there. But these are basically the vintage Levi's that have the big E in on the tag on the back. Let's see if she's got a picture of that. It's actually the cover of the video, where you can see the logo here has the big E in the Levi's name. So she turned $6 into $550. All right. All right, we've got Brian Rappaport, paid $10 for all of this at a thrift store and sold for $279.99 plus shipping. He always comes up with cool stuff. Pair Bang and Olufsen Beocom cordless phone with table chargers and base station. So, translation, phones. Cordless phones. And they're funky looking. And the name is Bang and Olufsen. Brian's stuff always looks nice. $279.99 and he paid $10 for that. Then we've got Brian again with a camera. He paid $8 at Goodwill and sold for $129.99. Oops. And Canon PowerShot 5X 510, on and on with all the specifics. Digital Wi-Fi camera with an optical zoom. Very nice. And that was only $8 at your Goodwill. Mine is really starting to jack up the prices, so sometimes garage sales are better, sometimes not. It just depends on where you're going. Okay, now we've got is it Joanna or Joe? Yeah, it's Joanna. Paid $4.99 at Goodwill, listed for $1.99 with best offer, sold in 4 or 5 days for full price plus $25 shipping. And this is called a vintage Hudson Bay Company 4-point stripe 72 by 90 full-size wool blanket. So it's a blanket, and the company is Hudson Bay. And there it is. And there's their logo. Where is that even out of? It says made in England. Okay. So that was a cool international item. Hudson's Bay Company point blankets. So it's a very high quality blanket. And what'd she say? She took, she got full price for it. So look through the linens if you're not doing that. There's stuff back there. Okay, and then the last one in this video is going to be Angela, who paid $7 for this item at Salvation Army and listed for $199. She took a best offer of $150. And let's take a look at what this is. Emilio Pucci jersey dress tunic, size 12, Italy, geometric multicolor print. And it's sold for $199.90. It's just a funky looking dress. Let's take a look at the label so you'll know what to look for. Emilio Pucci, made in Italy. So that is a rather high-end brand. Now you know it, so you can look for it. Okay, I'm going to wrap up this video, but we will continue on with this since I am back in full swing on YouTube making videos. Thanks so much for watching. Would love your comments below, and don't forget, get those death piles listed. Fourth quarter is coming, and you want to be ready and have as much stuff as possible for people to buy. Thanks so much for watching. If you are not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and like or comment below. Have a great day on eBay. Bye.